killing over there at the Venetian.
Spoiled, dude. We're about to celebrate our second anniversary this month, and our tickets are on sale through the end of 2015. So we're not going anywhere for a hot minute. The Venetian Palazzo is treating us very, very well. I love my home there, and I'm starting to get the local vibe now. You know, it takes a hot minute for the locals to catch on to what's going on the strip, but now we're starting to see a lot of familiar faces coming to the show over and over, and it's really it's a blessing to be able to call that place home. I'll tell you that much.
What about that guy that has spent so much money seeing? I know it wasn't the Vegas show, right?
He's been to our show probably a dozen times. His name's Abe. Good young guy, but I think he's seen Rock of Ages 500 times. Whether it's on the boat or on Broadway or on tour or in London's West End, he goes to every incarnation of Rock of Ages, but not just once, many times. And I think I don't know what the New York Post wrote an article on him at the time.
Something like that, yeah.
He spent like $50,000 or something crazy on tickets. He's a great guy. He knows the show like the back of his hand, so it's actually interesting to get his feedback when a new cast member comes in, or
so he could be your understudy.
Oh, he probably knows the show better than I do.
How old is he?
I don't know. Young guy. He's probably in his 30s. Wow. Let me see if I can get you his number.
No, I wasn't asking. No, I was just out of curiosity as far as the depth of his music love.
Yeah, he's he's a theater guy. Like he's a theater fan, and I know he has seen other Broadway shows numerous times, not nearly as many as Rock of Ages, but he's been to Wicked a bunch of times, and I saw the article just like you did, man. I was blown away because I'd only met him through social media. He follows you on social media and tweets you and says, "Hey, I'm coming to the show," and then you catch on pretty quickly that he's coming again and again and again.
Talk about a guy with no life. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, great if you got the money to spend on it, right?
No, he's a big supporter of the arts, and I've met him a couple times, after the show out front, and really, really sweet guy. But yeah, he has seen Rock of Ages a lot.
Just about as many times as you.
Yeah. I'm about to do my, I want to say 700th performance. We're going to hit 700 this coming week. I think Saturday night, believe it or not. This coming Saturday is 700 for us. Yeah, here in Vegas.
That's really
It's cool. Yeah, people don't realize we perform 7 shows a week. A lot of the headliners are only 3 shows a week, 4 shows a week. Mm-hmm. Our schedule changes this week where we're performing every night at 8, and we're going to have an alternating day off. So normally we're dark on Monday, and the whole cast has the night off, but they're reconfiguring our schedule because it's become so popular that they want to have a show every night of the week. And so on Monday night, my understudy will take over for me, but the cast will rotate a day off, and it's cool, man. It's just each week we show up to work and there's something new and crazy happening and growing and getting bigger and bigger. So it's neat to be a part of a production from the ground up. The production in New York's been on Broadway, I think, for 6 years now. And, people come and go. It's the nature of the business. We had 4 new cast members join us this week. Contracts were up, and some people chose to leave and do other things. So, but to be a part of this show in Vegas and open the show in Vegas and see it grow and see what it's become now, it's been a cool ride. So I'm liking it. Cool. I'm digging it.
What did you do before Rock of Ages?
I was in LA with my wife, just doing whatever we could. I was part of The Lion King, the Broadway show The Lion King for a while, and then I was in LA doing film and TV, whatever I could. LA is a different beast from New York, where you get a theater job and you're working every night in the theater. But you go to LA, you could shoot a co-star or a guest star on a TV series and not work for another 6 months. So it was a trip. I love California. The goal eventually is to get back there after my life in Rock of Ages, unless Vegas keeps me around. But we were hustling, doing whatever we could, producing events, and making it work as a struggling actor. But like I said, man, I'm not going anywhere. So as long as this show keeps running, Vegas has been really good to me. So.
What's your favorite part about the show?
I think the audience, because I get to break the fourth wall. My character interacts directly to the audience. I speak to them. I call them out if they're wearing an ugly shirt. And so for me, people always ask, they're like, hey, how do you do the same show every night? Well, for me, it's different because the audience is different every night. And somebody's seeing their first show, somebody's seeing their last show. And then, little tricks you play on yourself to motivate and get out there and do it. But the audience really brings an element to Rock of Ages unlike any other show because they're screaming and singing along with us and calling us names, and it's a good time.
Calling you names.
Oh yeah, we get called out all the time. People by the time they've had their 3rd or 4th PBR, it's a shit show in there. Am I allowed to say that on here?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Cool.
So that's Mark Shunock, everybody. Give it up for no, I'm just kidding. You also started and created Monday Dark.
Yeah, Monday's Dark is our little passion project. It's my wife and I sort of our way to give back to Vegas because, I've said it 3 times since I've been here for 2 minutes how much I enjoy Vegas and how good it's been.
How much do you enjoy Vegas?
I love it.
Do you like it all? Or
Industrial. There's some really, really cool places on Industrial that I love. I seem to take my checks directly over there when I'm done.
I'm not really getting the vibe if you like Vegas or not.
But Monday's Dark is a monthly, third Monday of every month. I partner with a different local charity, and we just throw a party. I invite 10 to 12 headliners from the Strip. And we get together and they sing whatever they want, hire a band, and we jam out in vinyl at Hard Rock. And 100% of the proceeds stay with that local charity. And in December, we're going to celebrate our 1-year anniversary of this event. And we're going to invite back all of the charities that we've featured so far and announce the charities that we're going to feature in 2015. And the goal when I set out was to raise about $100,000 for 12 different charities. And in December, we're going to meet that goal. I'm really excited about it. And
That's really cool.
yeah, what's neat is I'm meeting all of these really cool people who run these charities. And they're almost all the same. Their qualities are all the same. All they want to do is help people. Whether it's a women's shelter, whether it's a dog rescue, whether it's a cancer charity, an HIV charity, it doesn't matter. The quality of the person that I'm dealing with every month is just, it's amazing. All they want to do is help people who live in Vegas. And so it's cool. We have about 55 charities in Vegas on our waiting list to be a part of Monday's Dark. And the December event, we're moving from vinyl into the joint. So it's my first stab at producing a major event. I'm going to probably attract about 1,500 people, but it's the first time in Vegas history that 24 local charities will be at one event. So
that is really cool.
I'm stoked about it. And the people that are lining up to be a part of the event that night are crazy. I've got my buddy AJ Buckley, who's on CSI New York. He's flying out on his own dime. He just wants to be a part of it. Dot Marie Jones from Glee coming out to be a part of it. All of the shows in town will be represented in one way or another because it's a Vegas thing. You guys will be there. You'll be on the list to come and party with us because it's like I said, it's the joint, and I just want everybody who's a part of Vegas to be there. It's gonna be a cool night.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll leave you all the details. You can throw it up.
Yeah, that'd be
definitely.
completely
Very cool, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
really
like to
cool.
check it out.
Yeah.
And you have one coming up this month too?
Yeah, November
17th.
17th. It's for the Las Vegas Shepherd Rescue. I got to refer to my notes. And the theme is one-hit wonders. So all the songs performed are going to be one-hit wonders.
Nice.
Adrian Zemed from Greece, TJ Hooker, he's coming out to sing a tune. Chris Phillips, Zoe Bowie's going to be there. Lorena Perel, 2 of my cast members from Rock of Ages. Who else we got on the list? Kenny Davidson, Patty Asher, she's unreal. Cast of Jersey Boys, they're coming out. Amanda Avila, So it's a cool night. It's $20. Anybody can go, really. We keep it affordable, and it's just a really cool night for Vegas. And this one's for the Vegas Shepherd Rescue. So they're actually bringing German Shepherd puppies to be in the room, and you can, I don't know, buy them, I guess. I don't know how it works. Bid on them, shave their heads. I don't know how it works. But there's going to be dogs there, and yeah, it's cool. So it's going to be a fun night.
Sounds like it.
Great.
Yeah, man.
And just bring the puppies in there to tug at people's heartstrings.
That's right. That's right.
You
Bring
know
it
you want one.
That's right. You just get some old carpet and throw it down. It's all good.
Gotta do it for the pooches.
That's right, man.
So generally you do. You're a Broadway guy, a play guy.
I'll do whatever I can. Yeah, I got lucky with The Lion King. The Lion King was sort of the show that sort of steered me in a new direction. I'm from Canada originally, and I played hockey as a kid. That's all I ever wanted to do was play hockey. And then I studied theater. I studied acting, not singing or dancing or any of that stuff. I just studied the craft of acting because I wanted to be an actor. And my mom, when I was a kid, put me in piano lessons and singing lessons. And so I always carried that with me. You don't forget that stuff. It's like riding a bike. And sure enough, when I was in New York, my agent at the time got me an audition for The Lion King. And I got it. And so from that point on, not that you get pigeonholed, but it's like all of a sudden you're a Broadway performer and you do musicals. Right. And actually that was my first real stab at a musical. And I played Timon, the Nathan Lane meerkat guy from the movie. And so it was great, and it was life-changing. I probably wouldn't be sitting in this room if it wasn't for that break, whatever it was, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, with that show. It's the biggest show to ever come out of New York City. It's a huge Broadway show, and it's amazing. It's still going. But when Rock of Ages called, it was a no-brainer for me because we do sing our faces off. We're screaming those '80s hits every night, but for me, it's really a fun comedic role to play as an actor. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully, it'll help me land a funny sitcom back in LA. If anybody's listening and writing sitcoms, send them my way. I need scripts. So, yeah, it's cool.
That sounds really, really fun.
It's fun. You guys got to come check it out.
I want to. Yeah, I saw the movie.
Yeah, we don't talk about the movie.
No, but like I think obviously live performance is so much better.
It's way better than.
Well, that kind of. And that
happens a lot though. These Broadway shows become big hits, and then Hollywood tweaks it and makes it a movie,
right.
And they completely rewrote what we do so that certain actors could be in the film. Our story is completely different from the story in the movie.
So it was a play before it was the movie.
Yeah.
See, I never even heard about it until the movie came out.
See, there you go. Well, that's all right. Then the movie helped a little bit.
It did.
Oh yeah, I mean at least
because we were concerned that the movie was going to be detrimental to our life in Vegas. People are like, I'm not going to see that crap. I saw the movie. I shouldn't be saying that publicly, but who cares? I wasn't a fan of the film. I'm such a fan of what we do on stage every night, and it's so sweet and charming, our storyline, and we don't take ourselves too seriously, and I think that's the big thing about what we do. The movie tried to get real, and I don't think there was much anything real about it.
Wait, did you do the Lion King out here as well?
No, I didn't. I was on the national tour while it was here in Vegas, and
so was the one that was here very similar to the one
identical?
out there?
Yeah,
Really?
Actually, they make shows a little bit bigger here in Vegas.
That was amazing. That
Yeah.
was a great show. I could have seen that every day for a year.
Yeah, the first time you see it, and they have the animals walking down the aisles, you're like,
that's
what
so
the hell?
cool.
Yeah, when I was
really
in that
cool.
show, I would tell people not to be late because if you miss the first 15 minutes, you just missed the best part of the show.
Yeah, it was an amazing show. I love that show.
Yeah, I was, like I said,
sad
spoiled.
They stopped doing it.
Well, they're still doing it in New York.
No,
And-
but out here.
Yeah, out here.
I'm
they're
not going to New York.
Yeah, there's a tour going around the country, I believe, and there's still the Broadway show selling out like crazy. I think it's been on Broadway 15 or 20 years.
Forever. Yeah.
Wow.
And they're probably the number one, still close to number one in the box office in terms of revenue.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
amazing.
no other play like it. I mean,
No.
it's so.
Yeah.
Those animals
So
coming down the
amazing.
aisle are incredible. So yeah.
He
Anyway,
went to Disney.
yeah.
Yeah, catchy songs for sure.
Hakuna Matata.
Right. It's a circle of life,
That's good. Bring it all back. Bring it back.
So, what songs do you like doing in Rock of Ages? There's got to be somewhere you're just like, oh God, not again.
No, yeah. Where we wrap up Act 1 with "Here I Go," Here I go again on my own.
That's a good song.
And we do it as a group, and it's a pretty cool moment in the show for everybody, and everybody's in their own world at that point, and we've established where we're moving for Act 2, and it's badass. Troy Burgess and I sing "Can't Fight This Feeling" every night, and it's pretty funny, and we do some pretty goofy stuff with it. So, we're spoiled. Like I said earlier, man, we sing just these iconic '80s hits every night.
Everybody
and
knows.
when you walk into the theater, you get this fake LED lighter. It's this little squishy lighter, and everybody's waving their hands in the air, and there's 1,000 people waving these lighters, singing along with you. Sometimes screwing you up because they sing the wrong lyrics.
You can feel like a rock star in a Broadway act.
Oh, yeah.
You do
Oh,
both
yeah.
at the same time. That's pretty.
That's if you can't have fun doing this show,
like
you're in the wrong business, man. Because like I tell everybody all the time, it's probably the greatest theater gig I could have. Just for me, my personality, what I like in my personal life, and being able to, tell herpes jokes, and it's pretty dope.
It's kind of like this show.
Yeah,
Right?
that's why I'm on. So get that guy who has the camel toe T-shirt. Bring him on the show. I wear a camel toe T-shirt and tell herpes jokes. I'm like, I get paid to do it. I'm like, all right, yeah. I'm like, everybody asks, where can I get your shirt? I'm like, yeah, no. If I had $1 for every time somebody offered to buy the shirt I wear in the show, man, I'd be retired by now. I'd be Murray Sawchuk.
Out of work.
Oh, is he out of work?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Murray. He's Canadian. I'll help him out.
No, he's moving somewhere else. We'll find out soon.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not out of work.
Do people who come to your show get confused over maybe they wanted to see Raiding the Rock Vault since the shows are kind of similar?
A little bit, but I think they realize they've made the mistake, or they didn't make a mistake pretty quickly. Yeah, I love all those guys, man. Paul Shortino and I have become pretty good buddies since we've been here. We've performed together a couple times at some charity events, and what an awesome guy. And I'm so glad that their shows finally on the strip and away from the back room, wherever the heck they were at.
Yeah.
But they're all like, that's the real deal. We're a fictitious Broadway musical that sings 80s tunes, and they're iconic 80s rockers who sing in their actual tunes. So
We had Paul on the show a couple times, and the one time he really amazed me vocally is when he did "At Last" by Etta James, and he did it a cappella.
yeah, he's.
And I was like, dude.
He opens his
amazing.
mouth and people stop. I love the guy, and I'm wishing their show nothing but success, man. They're a good group of guys, and I think it's something cool they got going on. I hope the Trop works out for them because I love.
Yeah, I
their
think
show.
now they're closer to the strip. It might help them out.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever had a hard time. I just think it was finding the room that fit them the best. Like, the show's the show. You get to go and hang out with Paul Chartino singing his face off. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've been to our show. They came backstage and hung out with us. They returned the favor. We went and hung out with them, and we try to do as much as we can together when we can. It's kind of neat.
Have they invited you to be on the show? Because they do that with celebrities once in a while.
They have, and unfortunately, we got to work out scheduling. It might be easier now that our Saturdays are freeing up a little bit, because we used to do 2 shows on Saturday nights. Now we're just doing 1. We moved the late night show to Monday night, so we could do a show literally every night. And we'll figure it out. It's only a matter of time before the schedule lets us do it, but that'd be pretty cool, because I'd want to do it in costume and as Lonnie from Rock of Ages.
It was funny when Carrot Top did it.
Yeah.
Because they just opened up the rock wall. He was in the middle of doing a trick or something, and he turned around. He's like, "What the hell happened?"
What happened?
It was so cool.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude.
I was like, "Please tell me he's not gonna sing. Please tell me he's not." Nobody wants to hear Carrot Top
Actually,
sing.
I'd pay money to see. I'd like to see Carrot sing. That'd be pretty badass.
Yeah, it was a good time. But so the show is 7 nights a week, one show.
Yeah, every night at 8. It's the easiest schedule to promote now that we don't do the double on Saturday. It's just every night at 8 o'clock, Venetian Palazzo. And I know they have a great local thing going on right now, as they do every year. I think it's that time of year where they do the 2 for $99. And tweet me, I'll hook you up with tickets. I got deals all the time. I don't care.
Nice.
I just want
Take
people.
it.
Yeah, blow me up on Twitter and say I want to come see the show. I need a hookup, and usually I can get you a pretty good rate. Yeah, I don't care. That's why I'm there. If people don't come, I don't have a job. So the more people that come to see us, the
More fun,
better.
more people too.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
No, we're spoiled. And Monday's Dark, man. Thank you for letting me plug it, because
That's a great.
it's a big thing for the community, and the sign that 50 charities have already signed up to be a part of it tells me that it'll probably continue on long after I'm out of here. If I'm.
Yeah, I went to one. Anthony Cools was in. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, we got that was a little. Was that the Queen night? We did all the Queen music?
Yeah.
Yeah, I drank a little too much that night. And it was his fault, because he had me be a part of his trick, and it involved all sorts of shots. So, yeah.
Anthony Cools responsible for you drinking a lot? No.
Doesn't sound right.
That's unheard
Never.
of. Never. The master of Flip Cup? No.
No, dude, that's insane.
Right?
His Flip Cup tournament?
Yes, they are, yeah.
Oh my God,
that.
just get on the list, brother.
Yeah,
Listen out.
you got to do. They do them on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
He has a Flip Cup experience.
And I mean,
It's not
36 teams. I mean, it's
wow.
ridiculous.
It's sponsored. I think he's got sponsors. There's tables with graffiti on it and
yeah,
stuff.
he's got some stuff going on. We did, because I've done it for a long time, and then he used to do it Monday, and then he switched it to Wednesdays, and I'm like, well, I do my show on Wednesday, and he goes, just do it from the house. Just do it from the. So we went and did it from the house. Cop showed up because it was loud. The neighbors were mad about it. So we had it all, and he goes, hopefully that's not going to make the replay. I'm like, we're talking
yes.
about this for years to come.
It's still being retweeted. What are you talking about?
Mr. Cools.
I'm going to search that right now.
Yeah,
Retweet
we've had some fun times, and that's when we played indoors, and then he got so big he had to.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it used to be bad. If you were the last losing team, it didn't matter how cold it was. You were going in the pool. They were pushing you in the pool.
In you go.
Oh wow.
I think you had 30,
November's not
what'd you
the
say,
ideal time to
36
go.
the last one? 36 teams?
36 teams, the
Yeah.
last one, yeah.
It's
Getting
nuts.
close to the March Madness tournament there.
Oh, yeah, they got brackets. And,
that's.
yeah, it's.
Everybody comes in T-shirts. Like, all the teams make up shirts and hats and uniforms.
I
And,
need
It got really big
Yes.
when he had the Swingers Club at the Plaza. And it was every other Wednesday we would.
dogs. Shepherd Rescue. Monday
Yeah.
starts.
Every other Wednesday we would do tournaments there at the club, and they started coming up with T-shirts, and the Plaza hated it. Like, they would go to Anthony, and they're like, "This is not the kind of clientele that we want in this hotel." And he goes, "At least there's clientele."
There's people here. Like, what do you?
He's like, "They're buying your $29 rooms and not driving home."
And they actually breathe. They're humans.
So it's
wow.
it's pretty funny. And but I want to thank you for being here. November 17th is your next Monday's.
Yeah, vinyl.
Dark, yeah.
Monday's Dark. You can go to mondaysdark.com. It's easy. And follow us or like us on Facebook and Twitter, all that jazz. Monday's Dark. It's just it's a passion project, and I'd rather you come and support a charity and then come and see me at Rock of Ages right after. It'd be
Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me on. This is dope.
No,
And we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back.
Hey Jay, I'm hungry. You want to grab a bite to eat?
Yeah, I was thinking about heading over to Naked City Pizza.
I don't really want to eat somewhere where I have to take my clothes off.
You don't have to take your clothes off. It's just called Naked City Pizza.
Oh, well, I'm not really in the mood for pizza.
Well, okay, how about their fettuccine carbonara?
What's that?
It's pasta, bacon, cheese with a fresh egg right on top.
No.
Okay, well, maybe a chicken finger sub?
No.
I got it. One of my faves. A braised pork tenderloin with caramelized onions and a pork hash.
I kind of want pizza.
You just said you didn't want pizza.
Well, I thought you said we were going to Naked City Pizza.
We are. Did I tell you that they're award-winning 2 years in a row and was featured on the Triple D on the Food Network?
Ooh, with Guy Fieri.
That's the one.
I like that show.
They've got